So I take dietary supplements. I take melatonin occasionally to fall asleep. Don't know if it's psychological or actually works. It seems to be of help to me many times when I take it. And I take vitamins, and I take a thing called, generic version of something called CoQ10 that my primary care doctor recommended I take because of some other prescription medicines I take. And it's very, very common. In fact, overwhelmingly, Americans take herbal remedies and dietary supplements. Now, there was a decision that the Congress made 30 years ago to make these completely unregulated free market. And so what happens, there's a lot of characters in the dietary supplements, herbal remedies market that are not on the up and up. And they will put stuff in them that's not on the label. They'll put things on the label that aren't actually in them. They will be in different dosages than what they say. And I think about when you go to a smoothie place now, one of the big profit centers for them is selling add-on powders that are added in to your smoothie. And who's knowing what's in those? What brand they are? Have they been properly tested? The answer most of the time is who knows and no. So I want you to be really thoughtful about this. And when you're out and about, thinking you're doing something good for yourself by adding some kind of powder, the stats show you're not, because so often when they are tested, they've got dangerous levels of this, that, or the other in them. Something that I've been reading about is that it really is a problem for teens and preteens to take these powders that are put into smoothies at the various smoothie chains, that you should not do that. And again, they think they're doing something good when they're doing something that could be harmful. And for those of us as adults taking dietary supplements and herbal remedies, doctors are not as judgmental about those anymore. They're not as judgy. So a lot of times people wouldn't tell a doctor when you were in a visit with a primary care doctor or a specialist, because they'd be embarrassed because they feel like they're going to get an eye roll. Tell them what you're taking, because they may prescribe a regular prescription that could interact with it. And I've got a guide at clark.com on what certifications you want to be on the container when you go to buy a herbal remedy dietary supplement. There's USP and there's others as well, where they've actually, the manufacturers of those items have actually voluntarily submitted to independent testing to make sure that the items are what they say they are. The melatonin I take, I used to take these melatonin gummy kind of things, but they had no third-party certification on them. So now I take one I don't like that is kind of like a strawberry thing that dissolves in your mouth.
You dissolve it under your tongue, yep.
But it has been certified, in that case, by USP. And so I know you take 62 different...
I do take supplements, yeah.
How many? 62 pills a day?
No, not at all. I don't know. I don't take that many a day, for sure.
14?
But I do take supplements, yes. And I make sure they're all... I actually get most of them through my doctor. Well, they're brands that my doctor sells, and I get them cheaper online. But they are certified by the proper places. But so, you know what I'm sick of? Oh my gosh. Every podcast I listen to, every person I follow on Instagram that's like well-known, or a doctor or a chef, everybody's got a powder. But like these are real MDs or other people that everybody's got a powder or a gummy or something that they're peddling. It is everywhere. Like, I mean,
because the profit margins are off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, they are unreal. So you can have people who are either influencers who are just making commissions, cuts of what they promote through social media, podcasts, whatever, or those that are actually acting as the merchant and making these gigantic markups on these things. And so that's why this is an area, even if you really enjoy listening to somebody, you really love following them on social media, be aware with anything somebody's pitching that they're no longer operating on a basis of arm's length, because this is a big revenue producer and profit generator for them. Doesn't mean it's not okay for you, but it means that you should have a healthy dose of skepticism before you take a dose of the powder or supplement.
I mean, I've actually been working on, I want to spend less money on supplements. Like, I take a vitamin B supplement, for example.
B as in Bravo?
Right. It has different B vitamins in it. I take a D supplement. But I'm trying to cut down by, like, looking up what foods I can eat to get more of those vitamins. You know, you can be out in the sunshine 15 minutes a day, I think is what they say. Can give you a great amount of vitamin D. So there's things you can do, too, to try to spend less money on it if you're worried about that, which I am worried about that.
So I spend so much time outside, you know, walking every day and all that, and I still have an extreme vitamin D deficiency.
Oh, yeah,
so
and that's important to take care of.
I have to take my 4,000 units a day, I think is what I have to take.
I take 5.
5,000?
Yeah.